Hey y'all, welcome into Simply Blossoming Tarot. I'm Gigi and this is my channel. I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet, but y'all know I'm always trying to make things short and sweet, okay? And it's a task for me. But I wanted to get on here and talk about this 30-day self-love challenge that I'm doing. Maybe 2 weeks. I don't know if it's my personal journey right now, where I'm at on my journey, my healing journey, my spiritual journey, if it's just how I'm feeling, or if it's in tandem with the season. Because right now we're in Aries season. This is spring. This is the new beginning. For me, this is when it feels like a new year. Okay, this is when things feel fresh. I feel like this is when you see all of the baby showers, the pregnancies, the flowers are in bloom. Like, you just get that vibe. You're outside more, the sun is out, like all of that. Um, but for me, it just kind of naturally clicked and happened to start this. Funny that we are in Aries season, and Aries is about the personal appearance, your aura, taking care of self, how you exude your energy into the world, your style. It's about the identity of self, your self beliefs, who you feel you are, what you feel like you no longer subscribe to or identify with, what you believe, your pillars of self, like really what makes you you. And it's all of your forward facing energy. It's the first impression, all of that, how you show up. So, but it's the self mainly. For me, I was like, I have been very intentional about self assessing and self reflecting ever since the holiday season. The holiday season is when things kind of went rogue for me. Around October, honestly. October was crazy, okay? I'm not gonna tell y'all exactly what happened, but it was crazy. It was like a one-off situation, and it was hell, but at the same time, because it was so one-off and so random, like I also kind of like laughed about it with family, and like they kind of helped me with the situation, but it was highly stressful. Then around November, December, baby, I was baking cookies, okay? I was baking fresh baked cookies like all the time. Um really was in the holiday season mood, was, eating all the things, drinking all the eggnog, honey, and was not working out because it was super cold outside. So I'm coming out of that energy of like comfort, you know what I mean? Aries is also that energy of taking action, getting back into your workouts, all those things, right? And then we have Aries moving into Neptune, which we haven't had in a long time. And so that energy is going to basically ignite us to get active on our spiritual journeys, to get active on connecting with the Most High, to get active in these things in our healing journey as well. So it could be that. It could be that too. But I feel like I fell off. So just self assessing now. And I learned this a long time ago. I am my best self when I am kind and gentle to myself. And when I am understanding that, I'm a human, I'm flawed, I make mistakes, things happen. And so you just got to get back on the ball, and you have to do it in a loving way. When you're in the energy of encouraging yourself and speaking life into yourself, and another thing is like when you are starting a new project, or if you are the project, honey, okay? Because we all are work in progress, because we all gonna fall short of glory. But when you start a new project, you kind of keep it under wraps, you know what I mean? And it's the same when it goes for you. When you are starting whatever journey that you're on, but me, I'm specifically talking about my self-love journey, it's imperative that you keep people who are like-minded around you, that are positive, and who can encourage you to keep going, whether you're on a sobriety journey, that's basically a self-love journey as well. Whether you are on a workout journey, a fitness journey, or a spiritual journey of standing your sacred texts every day, or even like cooking at home journey, you know. So a nourishment journey, whatever it is, you know, whatever it is for you. But it's imperative to stay around people who are going to encourage you and support that versus putting your mind on a track of self-judgment, self-criticism, and negative self-talk, because that is when the mind starts to really, to me, it's like it attacks the energy, right? So Aries season, we have boundless energy. It's that childish like energy. It's the energy that is pushed through the threshold of birth, of coming in. It's the first season, right? It's the threshold between death and life, right? The push, the energetic push to be pushed out, to start your independent journey, to be pushed into your spiritual journey, to be pushed into your life, to be able to show up for you, right? It's that energy. So you're needing all of your energy to be focused on lovingly guiding yourself, gently directing yourself to whatever it is that you need to do. Okay, but for me, it might be, I feel like it's gonna go to 60 days for me, like a 60-day self-love journey. 60 days is about what I need to get everything back in track, but consistency. But that is the reason why I started this. I'm starting this journey because I need to get back in my very earthy energy of consistency. Starting off slow, starting off small, doing the small things every single day. That is how you see beautiful major change, is doing the small things every single day. And being consistent with that, and not giving into the urge of like, yes, take count of like how you're feeling that day, but not to the point where you are letting your emotions direct and dictate how you show up for yourself, you know. So I just noticed that even like with work and everything, I started to take the easy way out. Like I can have the tendency to spoil myself, like to give myself what I want, you know. And you know, when you become an adult, you are your parent. You are parenting. So that's how I know if I was to have kids, I would be like, yeah, go ahead and put the Tamagotchi in the cart, you know. But you have to have that discipline and that balance, you know. So I had been really giving myself like this comfort and just, you know, doing what I feel. Sometimes I can get really caught up in that. And it's funny because I'm an Aquarius. I'm not an emotional girl. I'm just being very honest. I'm not an emotional girl. I'm Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Now, sometimes Sagittarius can be a little emotional, just a little bit, but it more so comes from like the fire energy. Like, I'm so motivated, I want to do this, and oh, I feel like I can't do that. Or, you know, it's like if you want to direct your energy into a certain direction or space or place or person or whatever, and for some reason that can't happen, there can be a little bit of sadness and grief there. But as emotional as a Pisces, as emotional as a Scorpio, as emotional as a Cancer, no, you know, fire signs are not that. But yeah, I'm not a super emotional girl, but I have learned to honor my feelings and my emotions. So because I know I've had a problem with that, now I'm kind of having to bring balance to that practice, because I'll be like, okay, well, how do I feel? What do I need right now? How do I feel? What do I need right now? And if it's like, oh, I need a 6-piece from Wingstop, then it's a problem, you know what I mean? And so that's another thing. Like, I'm trying to redefine comfort and what that looks like to me, because, baby, comfort is smothered chicken, mashed potatoes, and corn. And that's funny because me and my daddy, we have the same like favorite meal, comfort meal or whatever. But like sometimes like, ooh, comfort, it's just a little barbecue baked potato, you know. So I am coming out of that comfort was it the weekend? Was that on the weekend? Yes. Comfort on Sunday was dirty rice. Okay, you cannot peel a Creole woman away from her dirty rice. Period. Okay, so yeah, so I'm trying to come back out of that. Trying to get out of that, come back out of that. And then you know how like after a long day of work, you're just like, oh, I want to eat me a real good meal. So I'm trying to like get out of these. I'm trying to redefine what comfort is for me, because comfort is not where you grow, baby. It's not where you grow. It feels well. We do get something out of it. Just like people who are in like toxic relationships or relationships that are boring, like the energy is just not there, you know. And it's just two people and they're just checked out or whatever. It's just the comfort. That's it. The reason why they're staying is the comfort. Whether it's the comfort of the economical connection, or we've built this. There could be family, there could be kids, there could be elderly people involved, there could be a many of things, right? Just the sheer comfort of like, well, this is how my life is, and this is how my days go, and this is how it looks, and this is how la la la, you know. So comfort can really keep us from taking a leap of faith, growing, evolving, all the things, you know. So I'm trying to get out of that, and so I'm redefining. And y'all, I have learned that when it comes to your self-love journey, and even like your self-perspective and your perspective on life, like y'all, words is so important, because and that's what Bell Hooks talks about. The book is like right here. I always keep it near, right? But in this book, she talks about all about love, right? But she breaks down how everybody has different. I feel like this is so cliche. I am a quintessential Aquarius, and like I love this book. I love Bell Hooks, okay? But I feel like it's starting to become like a cliche. But it really is. It's solid. Like, this is a solid book. In this book, she talks about how everybody has their own definition of love. So I have been sitting and mulling over, what does love feel like for me? How do I identify with it? How can I identify it? What does that mean to me? And so for me, another one that I added is love is patience and grace. And then wanting to see them win, right? If somebody wants to see me win, that's love. That is a type of love, okay? But patience and grace, I also have been thinking about how you will not find a person who is able to give you patience and grace, which is connected to love. Or even, let's talk about truth. Patience, grace, truth, and transparency. If they can't give that to themselves, they will never be able to give it to you. And that's like on period. Like, that is like, if you are dealing with a person in any capacity where they are super hard on themselves, they're highly judgmental and highly self-critical. That's another thing we're going to put a penny in. How do you think that they're going to deal with you when that's how they deal with themselves in that manner, right? So going back to the energy of dealing with people who are judgmental, critical, all these things, I cannot stand that. I cannot stand that. And as I get older, and I'm going to tell you why, but as I get older, that is so repulsive to me. Being super critical of others, making snap judgments of people, talking about people's appearance, talking about their clothing, their material. Oh God, materialism. Oh my God. Bane of my existence. Can't stand it. Even if, and a lot of times the shit I be saying be coming true. If one day I become a millionaire, a lot of people won't even know. I'm just going to be honest. I am not gaudy. I am not a person who is going to flaunt everything. Okay, that's how Frank Lucas got look. Okay, and that wasn't even his idea. That was his wife's idea. But just what I'm saying is that I feel that people who do that, they want attention because they need something filled. They need that attention. I don't need that. I need you to leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? So I can enjoy my bread, you know, and do what the hell I want to do. I don't want all that. But anyway, though, another reason why I'm not into that energy, and again, this is a part of my self-love journey, is removing people who are super critical of others or super judgmental of others and all these things, because you have to be careful about your brain, okay, and your ear gate and your eye gate, okay, and even what you allow people to say to you and all these things, and correcting certain energies, because words is spells, right? So you say whoop de whoop de whoop, and you in front of my face and you feel like I'm not gonna say anything or whatever. No, I'm gonna correct that, because that correcting is a rebuking in a way. So I don't like judgmental energy, because now we are, well, I think around about my age group here is like, well, it's 18 and up, because that's just what I have set on here. And I don't care about, like, a lot of people don't have that on there, but they have to, like, watch the tarot cards. Like, the lover's card is like two naked people. They gotta cover it up. I'm not doing all that. I cuss on here, and I just feel like this is a grown space anyway. But when you are more so in your 30s, you start to identify with, like, radical self-acceptance and really loving yourself for who you are, and understanding that this is the body that I have. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. This is, but again, also, I don't know. I think it's kind of weird. I don't know if it's weird, but for me, I am so grateful and thankful for my literal body, because I have seen so much grief. Like, literally, I had a, what was that? Today my mom went to my little cousin's funeral. He was shot and killed, right? So my perspective, and I mean, I didn't mean to just, like, but my perspective on my body and my ableness and my option, basically, to continue to live life, and that this is the vessel that I get to do that in, I am grateful. Grateful. And also, that's why the self-love journey is connected to fitness and working out and nutrition and taking care of the vessel that God has given me, because to me that is a form of praise, that God gave me this life in this vessel. And so my thankfulness and my gratitude for the life in this vessel and this vessel, I'm like living in gratitude. So living in gratitude is treating the body right, but then also loving it, and then also understanding, and shout out to Erykah Badu, because she just did a performance, and she was in, and I had talked about this. I talked about this on the channel a few years back, because y'all know I'm an art historian, literally have an art history degree, okay? And when you first start out in the curriculum, they cover Venus statues, okay? It does not matter what generation we're in. It doesn't matter what century we're in. The female body is always praised, honey, period. And I think that, for one, women need to know that. But the statues of Venus, right? Erykah Badu wore this suit, and it was a ode to woman, if you want to say that. The womb, the life-giving source, the vessel into this space, and it had hips and butt and all these things. And it's funny because she walked off, and Summer Walker was next to her, and she has a voluptuous shape. And then we can talk about also the black woman's body, and how, if we want to talk about Sarah Bartlett, I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, but y'all know she was a black woman. She was very voluptuous and curvy, and she had a big bottom, and she was put into basically like a circus, and like white men would all at her. It was basically kind of like the first documented experience historically of the black fetish, or the fetish of black women. And we even see this today with other cultures trying to mimic our body shapes and things of that nature, right? But anyway, shout out to Erykah Badu, because she brought that conversation to the forefront of women's bodies. And so I look at myself and I see the bodies the feminine body that I studied in art, that is literally sitting in museums, that was made thousands of years ago, right? So I have gotten out of that energy of being judgmental and very self-critical and all of that, because I have a deeper perspective. I am in gratitude for life, and I am in gratitude for self, and I love myself, you know? And it's all about the process too. Like, the mind, body, soul, and spirit is really all connected. It really, really is. But since we are now in a state where people don't know they up from down in terms of information, not knowing what's fact and fiction, and please don't get me started, but literally not understanding basic scientific facts, okay? It is nuts. But anyway, I mean, literally, Aquarius nightmare. It's like, how are you even arguing something when it's as real as Murphy's Law? Why are we arguing things that is as real as the law of gravity? Why are we arguing things that is like as real as the law of what's it called? Relativity. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, what the heck? But damn, where was I going with that? I didn't went to the next thing. But yeah, I know that in our 30s, even hell, we get to 40s, 50s, 60s, our bodies are doing the best that it can, and we need to give it the best. I have also stepped into the energy of like knowing that I deserve. I used to be like, oh no, I'm not gonna buy that, that's too much money. Oh no, I'm not gonna buy that, da da da. But then now I'm in the space of where it's like, no, I deserve to have organic clothes on my body. Like, I deserve to have organic feminine products. I deserve, you know what I mean, to take care of oneself. I deserve, especially if anybody is showing up and going to work, baby, I deserve my full set, okay? I deserve my hair being done. I deserve to take care of my scalp. I deserve to take care of my feet, you know? And that's another thing, you having to get people out of your pocket to make sure that you are maintaining and sustaining yourself, and yet you're nourishing yourself, you know? I deserve the massages that I go and get, okay? And the hot rock massages and all these things. I deserve these things. Especially because what I do is physically taxing. But, or even like if I'm like right now, again, start my self-love journey, but I have been really on my workouts within like the last 2 weeks. And like my legs have been sore and all that stuff. So, you know, you're putting in the work, but then you need to also put in that nourishment and relaxation and taking care of the muscle and aftercare and all of that. But I'm starting my self-love journey. This is day 3. Day 2. No, day 2. Okay, that I'm talking about. It's been on my mind, and I have been already implementing certain things, but for 60 days, y'all. Because I'm going to do it for 60 days. For 60 days, put yourself first. That is true Aries energy. Okay, Aries will go on a solo trip. Aries going to do what they want to do. Okay, Aries going to go after the dreams that they want. Aries is going to create the life that they want. Okay, so while we are in this season of Aries, take that energy that the universe is giving you in this moment. All right, to feel that drive to get things done. Show up for your passion projects. That is another form of self-love. When you are working in your creativity or whatever it is for you, that you get so much out of that. Okay, your inner child gets so much out of that. Get things done off of your list that you want to do, right? I want to take a pottery class, and I have not done that, and I'm gonna get that done. Okay. Another thing that was on my list was getting a new set of glasses. And I was worrying myself like, up a wall because my damn eye kept twitching. And I went to my optometrist, and well, first I went to my primary care, and then I went to she told me things, but I was like, I gotta get somebody who can look at my eyes. So I went to my optometrist. She told me I was fatiguing my eyes because I needed a new set of glasses and do eye drops and all these things. And my prescription was old as hell. And in that, like literally in that scenario, that's like you're not showing up for yourself. You're doing all these things. You're showing up for work. You're showing up for family. You're showing up for all these things, right? But you can't even go to the damn. Well, I went and got the prescription. Then I got caught up on like, oh, well, what style glasses? What style glasses? And then it ended up, child, being a whole thing. So almost a year later, finally used that prescription, and now I really want these other glasses. I really like these, but I want these other glasses that are like $500. So that's gonna be a goal for myself too. But anyhow, in that scenario, I was doing all the things for everybody else, but could not take care of my glasses, okay? And again, in the 30s. And so it's just like, in the 30s, your body's like, hey, look, all right, I'm going to give you a little signal. I'm give you a little signal that you need to do something about this. Literally, this is like, I think the third day of having my glasses. Eye twitch is gone. Gone. I was like, oh my God, I'm drinking too much caffeine. Oh my God, it's this. Oh my God, it's that. No. My eyes have just been kind of overworking. I got astigmatism, okay? And so she was like, your eye is constantly, doing the work. And you have on these glasses that, I mean, the prescription was old as hell, y'all. Like, So taking care of the self, right? What it's showing up, whether it's going to your dentist appointments, your well woman's appointment, your physical. And, and again, I'm not saying, I understand, especially in this world that we're living in, especially in this country that we're living in, that the things that I'm saying and talking about, I am grateful and beyond blessed and beyond thankful and beyond favored to have that, to have that as a option and an opportunity, to be able to do these things, to be able to give myself proper care. And that's another thing, if you are grateful and thankful for these protective measures, right, that help you live a healthier life, and that you can afford these things, that's a blessing in itself. And so not taking that for granted. And I have always had disdain for people who get online and they like look at Luigi and what he did and his situation with his spine. And I don't know if that was it or whatever. I don't know. But he was upset because he was in pain and he was insured, but it was denied. And so they're like, well, what is the point? Da da da. So you have situations like that, but I am very grateful and thankful and blessed to be able to take care of myself in that way. And I am not discounting, to do the best that you can with what you got. Okay. Pastor Mariah Carey said that. All right. Guru Mariah Carey said that. Do the best of what you got, where you at. That's it. But yes, consistently give yourself the small things. Like today, I've been really on drinking my coconut water. I ate, and there's my thing, but it was healthy. I ate a solid, healthy meal. Went and got like coffee or whatever. Picked up the things that I need for what I'm getting ready to do tomorrow. Doing this because I like doing this. And I feel accomplished, a sense of accomplishment after I post and get things done. To have that little energy of productivity. And then I'm going to work out. So, I don't know. Sometimes I don't like to be given like a lot of information, but I like to be outside when like the sun is kind of going down It's not as hot because, baby, we get, look, in the South, baby, in the South, springtime come like, it feel like summer, you know? So I'm in that vibe. And getting things done at the top of the day and then working out towards the end of the day. I don't know, it's working for me in that way. So I am making a commitment to myself and a promise to myself to continuously put myself first and do what it is I need to do. Mind, body, soul, spirit. And being intentional about that. And even right now, like if you're going through a breakup, if you are going through like a lot is coming at you at one time, if you are going through the energy of having like insecurities or being worried about what other people think about you, or judgment, being around judgmental people, all these things. If you are in the space of subscribing to social media and comparing yourself to that space, to that reality, which is not actually reality, it's not that great. That's not that great. If you're in that space of comparison and all that, this is a good time, because it's a good time to put yourself first, because when you are on this journey, you are being intentional about connecting with yourself. You're connecting with yourself. Okay, what is it that I need right now? Okay, before I go and check the email, before I pick up the phone, what do I need to give myself? What is my goal and what is my intention for today? What are the things that I want to get done? What are the things that I want to see through today? And then show up and do that. And whatever these things are, it has to be an investment in you. Okay? Working out is an investment in you. Even in terms of like if you are going through like you're investing in something, or like literal money, but this is something that can help solidify your wealth as you grow older, right? And accepting that discipline comes along with this, that we're gonna have to sacrifice a little something to get something, you know, and that is just the balance and scales of life. This could be anything for you. Like it can be finances. If you feel like, okay, what I need right now is to save this money so I can purchase this big thing, or I can do this, or I can take this money and invest it in my business, or make this, or do whatever. Then the sacrifice or the focus, the intention is, you know what? I'm not going to get the coffee. I'm not going to get this, but I'm going to get this, you know, because we love trinkets. Baby, I have so many mugs, and I was looking at mugs today. Okay. You know what? Maybe I'll do like a local mug swap, to where like you're not buying mugs. You know what I mean? That's cute. That's a cute idea. Anyhow, whatever it is for you, if it is slicing out amount of time for a project that you want to do, right? Or for a creative activity, you know, give it like literally. I have a set of canvases, paint. I literally have like an easel where you can like put the thing on there and everything. But I had originally bought it so me and my niece can have like painting sessions or whatever. And she loves to draw. Like I really think she's gonna end up being like some sort of like animator or something like that. Like I think she can draw anime and stuff like that. And I just think that's just so cool. I can see that on her. But so it's over there. It's been sitting there, and that's something that I can do. Sit, heal my nervous system. Like you have to continuously wake up and give to you, and stop worrying about everything and everybody around yourself and outside of yourself. And you cannot feel guilty about it, because you sit there and give all your life energy running after other people. You're gonna be sick. Okay, you're gonna be sick, possibly alone, possibly broke, possibly dreams in the gutter, and I don't know why that came out like that. Possibly dreams in the gutter, because you are giving everything to everybody and you're not giving anything to yourself. And then that could become an energy of resentment towards people that you showed up for, but you played a part in that and you signed up for that. And that is where accountability and responsibility comes in, to where you can make that change, because it's a catalyst of you identifying that, oh, this person just ain't doing this to me. I'm signing up for the bullshit too, you know? But yeah, 60 days. Y'all can start off with 30 days. You can light pink candles along this self-love journey, and have the intention of healing self. But to me, pink candles, they really help with like a boost of confidence and seeing yourself in a positive way. Like, it's like beauty work, you know? Mirror magic as well. And that's just to take the woo out of it, you know? Take the woo out of it. That's speaking life into yourself in the mirror, okay? Whatever you say to yourself, your cells is picking up on that, okay? Your cells, they respond to vibration. Again, doing frequency meditations, and learning about what all that is to help your healing process as well. Taking time to yourself, 30-minute meditations, or 30 minutes to like sit down, journal, 30 minutes of intention, like all of these things, just so you are like a little more clear and grounded versus like, and to me, I think, what's it called said that? Kobe. I think Kobe said that. He said something about like he would really, and I've been meaning to get that book, Mama Mentality. I saw it on something. It was sitting on a stack of books, and I was like, but he was basically saying that he likes meditating every day before he gets his day started, because it gives him a sense of I'm in control of my day. Like, the day isn't like you're meeting the day or whatever, but you're taking it into your own hands, versus like life is running you over. You know what I mean? Like, it's just operating from a more disciplined space of handling life and energy in a new day, and stepping into your own autonomy and stepping into your own power to be like, this is how I'm going to direct the day. You know, this is how I'm going to show up in this day. This is what I'm going to do in this day. And there's not a lot of, sorry, my eyes burning. There's not a lot of things that we can control in life. So you can only control what you can't control. And I think that sitting in meditation and like being self-aware and all these things, that helps you identify that you are not all powerful and all in control, and you can control yourself, and you can control this person, you can control the outcome of the situation, you control this, da 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 da. Even in terms of like being gifted or whatever, I can see one option, right? This is the energy that you're in. I can see one options, but the universe operates in the energy of unlimited options. Things can go many different ways. And that is why faith is so important. To me, I guess having a lack of hope, a lack of faith kind of just doesn't make sense, because it's like, God is so powerful. God is so vast. God is all knowing. It's just so beautiful, you know, that I know that there is more out there for me, whether it's in love, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? If one door closes, another one opens, and it's just redirection. Like Tyler Perry said that he doesn't see rejection as like rejection. He said he sees it as a maze. Like, it's just it's a wall directing you to another area, because God is like, that is for you, this is not for you. You know what I mean? So I kind of see life very similarly. I'm in the energy of flow. That's another thing that's connected to having like a self-love journey. I'm not fighting with people. I'm not trying to be chose by people. I'm not trying to show off towards people. I'm not trying to prove myself and my worth towards people, baby. Go wherever the hell you want to go. Do whatever the hell you want to do, okay? I'm in the energy of flow, period. I'm in the energy of flow, and what God has for me is for me, and I'm not fighting for it. I'm not coming out of character for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not jumping over hoops for it. Like, it's for me. So that's it. It's mine, and it's mine already. So why I gotta do all that? I'm not going to do all that. Why I got to do that? Why I got to overexert myself and use all this energy? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. I'm going to be poised. I'm going to sit in grace because it's already mine and my name is on it, okay? It ain't for nobody else. It's just for me. So that's just what it is. And a lot of people, they stress. They love living in competition. They love to be seen. They want the attention from this person. They putting people on pedestals over here. La, 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 la. And it's like, I'm not stressing. Stress kills. I'm not letting no. Hell no. Do whatever. Y'all, what's that chick name? Mel. The whole let them theory. Now, what I will say is God said that a long time ago, but ain't nothing new underneath the sun. But she said, let people do what they want to do. Let them go where they want to go. Like, you know, let me tell you something. Aquariuses, we been on the let them theory. Okay? We're going to let y'all do whatever the hell y'all want to do. We're not running behind y'all. We don't care. Okay? We operate in the energy of detachment. If it is foolish, we don't have nothing to do with it. We're not even going to sit up there and argue with somebody. If we could tell that you are operating in cognitive dissonance, if we could tell that you just a damn fool, that it ain't even worth having a conversation with, we ain't even going. Okay? Never mind. Keep it going. Keep it on going. Because we smarter than that, you know? we smarter than that. But yeah, so self-love journey, whether that's working out every day, nourishing yourself, it's just making yourself a priority. Making yourself a priority, okay? I am a child of a nurse. I'm a child of a nurse. And we were always going to health fairs, giving back to the community, showing up for family, I feel like sons and daughters of caregivers have to break the energy, even caregivers themselves. They have to break the energy of over giving or putting everybody else over themselves. Or even like people who are like people pleasers. Like, I'm not a people pleaser, but I was raised up on like you give and you give and you give and you give. So that may be more of like a spiritual practice. So I had to kind of like get out of that and understand that some people are in karmic lessons and karmic situations, and I'm not trying to come running in and disrupting, because the lessons and the challenges that you go through is literally God pulling out the person that he knows that he has instilled in you, and you are being made and you are put on the potter's clay or the potter's wheel. And so I know how to mind my business. I know how to mind my own spiritual business, because I can't control people and I can't save people. And in that exchange or in that understanding, I am also living in the energy of self-love, right? And another thing is, like, if you can't show up for you, take care of you, right? You don't have anything to give. So you cannot let people drain you, okay? You cannot let the workplace drain you. Like, you cannot let people stress you and drain you. It's a no. You have to be able to start showing up and making the best decisions and the highest decisions for yourself and the highest good of all, okay? So you can give something to community, okay? So you can say, oh, I'm gonna bring some cabbages from my farm, right? But you develop that life skill. You develop that skill. You planted that seed. You watered that the dirt, right? You tend that soil. Now I got something to give. So you have to be in this energy of, like, you got to conserve energy to be able to take care of yourself so you can bring some shit to the table. You know? And that's the thing. That's what people don't understand. A lot of people want you to put yourself dead last so you won't have shit to bring to the table. And basically that's self-sacrifice. Or everything that you get, they just want you to just continue to give it to you. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am, and no, sir. You know, in this life, in this lifetime, we live in a physical world, and you do have to be able to sustain yourself. Right? A lot of people be big. Oh Lord, a lot of people be getting put in bad spots because they overgiving, and they're overgiving to people who don't have discipline. A lot of people don't have things, right? And then they go, oh, I need help, and then they fuck that help up. Then they squander that help, and then that help don't. That's because they have not attained the discipline to be able to keep that thing or whatever. So you putting yourself in the midst of all these negative, you trying to help somebody and then they didn't talk through you underneath the bus, So you just have to focus on yourself. Self-love journey. April 1st to the 30th. But I'm going from April 1st to the 60th. Oh Lord, not the 60th. Well, I guess technically. To May. But still continuing because I'm learning. I'm learning now. I'm learning a lot of things about myself and like how long I can fall off the ball, I guess you can say. When I need to like get it back together, like like the slacking up, how much when I know when not to slack too much, all these things. So, and that's basically breaking karmic lessons. That's it. Because when we're in our lower self, we can choose comfort. When we're in our lower self, we choose that satisfaction, that instant satisfaction, like right there, Sometimes it's convenience too. But, you just got to grow and break out of that and be disciplined and know that the work that you're putting in and taking the higher option for yourself is going to pan out in the end. So, self-love journey, all right? Send y'all love and light. Peace.